A DHS shutdown that drags on for more than a month does not just become a political story. Concerned? It starts showing up at airports, in immigration processing, and in the plans of ordinary people who just want to travel, work, or see family. And if you are on an H-1B, waiting on a green card, dealing with a visa appointment, or flying soon, this is the part you cannot ignore. By the end of this video, you will know 3 things: what is changing, who is most exposed, and exactly what to do before you make your next move. Serious. Here is the part most people miss. During a shutdown, not every agency function breaks the same way, but the slowdowns can still hit hard and fast. So, what is happening here? In simple terms, the Department of Homeland Security shutdown means parts of the system are operating under extreme staffing pressure, uncertain funding, and delayed support functions. That can affect TSA screening, airport operations, some immigration-related processing, and the downstream services people depend on. We are also hearing reports about long security lines, staffing losses, and pauses or disruptions in certain travel programs. The big question is not just whether the system is open. The real question is how well it is working, and for many travelers, that answer is getting worse. Now, let us separate fact from confusion. Myth: if DHS is in a shutdown, every immigration case stops immediately. Reality: that is not how it works. Some functions may continue, some may slow down, and some may be impacted by staffing or fee-funded operations in different ways. Another myth: if one airport is facing delays, all airports are equally affected. Reality: the strain can vary by city, by terminal, and even by the time of day. This is why people get surprised. They plan for a normal travel day and walk into a system that is far from normal. So, who is affected most? First, travelers with upcoming flights, especially if they are using airports that are already reporting heavy delays or reduced staffing. Second, people with time-sensitive immigration deadlines, including those waiting on employer filings, work authorization, or case updates. Third, families with international trips coming up, because even a small delay at security can turn into a missed flight, a missed connection, or a canceled plan. Fourth, anyone relying on traveler-trusted programs like Global Entry or other expedited screening tools, if those programs are paused, limited, or operating unevenly, who may not be affected in the same way? People with no imminent travel and no pending time-sensitive filing may only feel the shutdown indirectly through slower service or longer wait times later. Some cases may continue moving if they are funded or handled in a way that allows operations to proceed. But do not assume you are safe just because you have not been personally notified. That is another common mistake. The system can look normal from the outside and still be under real strain behind the scenes. Here is why this happens. When a shutdown lasts, staffing fatigue builds, planning gets harder, and the most visible services start to show stress first. Airports are a perfect example because they need people on site at specific times with no easy backup when a shift goes short. If officers call out, resign, or move on, the pressure compounds quickly. And once that happens, the delay is not just at one checkpoint. It can ripple into flight schedules, missed connections, and a lot of last-minute scrambling. Example scenario: a worker on H-1B has an international trip next week for a family event. On paper, the trip looks routine. But if airport security lines are stretching for hours, one delay can turn a safe buffer into a missed departure. If there is also a document issue or a return travel complication, the shutdown environment makes that trip riskier than it would be under normal conditions. The lesson is simple. When the system is stressed, your margin for error gets smaller. And here is another key point. A shutdown does not mean your immigration life is frozen forever. It means you need to pay close attention to what is still functioning, what is delayed, and what may change again with little warning. That is especially true for USCIS-related timelines, employer compliance steps, and travel decisions. If you are waiting on a filing, do not rely on social media rumors. Check the official case portal, your employer or attorney communication, and direct agency guidance. That is the safest way to avoid acting on bad information. Myth versus reality number 3. If a shutdown is happening, there is nothing you can do. Reality. There is a lot you can do, and the smartest steps are usually boring but powerful. Confirm your documents. Check your flight before leaving home. Build extra time into your airport arrival. Save digital copies of key records. Keep your receipt numbers, passport details, and employer contacts in one place. These are not dramatic steps, but they reduce the chance that a shutdown turns into a personal crisis. So what should you do right now? Do this. Check your flight and airport status before you leave, not just the night before. Do this. Arrive much earlier than usual if delays are already being reported. Do this. Keep your passport, visa, I-94, work authorization, and case receipts easy to access. Do this. Monitor official DHS, TSA, USCIS, and White House updates, not random reposts. Do this. If you have a deadline, talk to the relevant employer, school, or attorney contact early so you are not forced into a last-minute decision. Avoid this. Do not assume global entry or other expedited processing will save you if the airport is overloaded. Avoid this. Do not book connections so tight that one security delay ruins the whole trip. Avoid this. Do not panic cancel travel unless you have confirmed the real risk for your specific airport and case type. Avoid this. Do not rely on rumors about blanket freezes or blanket exceptions. The details matter, and a small detail can change everything. Example scenario. A family is flying internationally for a wedding, and one parent also has an immigration appointment coming up soon. In a normal week, they might cut arrival time close. During a shutdown, that is a bad bet. 1 extra hour in line, 1 system delay, 1 missed bag drop, and the whole itinerary can unravel. The practical move is not fear. It is padding time, verifying status, and knowing the official source to trust if plans change. What could happen next? A few things. Staffing pressure could get worse before it gets better. Travel delays could spread to more airports if the situation continues. Some immigration functions may remain active while others slow down further. And if there is a political or court-driven change, the system could shift quickly again. That is why this is a watch and verify moment, not a guess and hope moment. Here are the biggest watch points. First, any official DHS or TSA update on staffing or service levels. Second, USCIS or related agency guidance on what processing continues and what does not. Third, airport wait time data and local operational alerts. Fourth, whether any Senate or White House action changes the shutdown timeline. Fifth, whether travelers start reporting consistent delays at the same airports, because repeated patterns usually tell you more than one viral post ever will. So let us recap calmly. 1. The shutdown is creating real pressure on travel and some immigration operations. 2. Travelers and time-sensitive immigration cases are the most exposed. 3. Not every service stops in the same way, so you need to verify the exact impact on your situation. 4. The best protection is simple preparation, extra time, document checks, and official updates. 5. Do not let rumors make the decision for you. Do not panic, but do not ignore this either. If you are traveling soon or waiting on an immigration case, take this seriously today, not the day of your flight. If this update helped, subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next breaking immigration and travel update.